Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like me, you do a lot of video shooting, editing, transferring footage between devices, maybe also sometimes shooting on a phone. So managing all this with all the dongles, cables, cards, adapters, cables again, it becomes annoying really quick. Now imagine there would be a device that could integrate everything in one place. Does that sound cool? I know it gets me excited. So today we're gonna check out the Sharge Disk Pro 2. This is more than a hub. It's an integrated place for everything you need in a workflow of shooting video, editing video, exporting. But this also can be used for consoles, laptops. So let's get into this. Unboxing is really simple. Right on top, we have the Disk Pro 2. And underneath, we have a nice little USB-C to USB-C cable. And that's about it. So let's take a closer look at the Disk Pro 2. On the bottom left corner, we see a small little fan that also has a yellow button to toggle between off, automatic mode, or full speed. This is very useful because it's gonna cool the SSD that's gonna sit in here. That's right, there's a spot for full-size NVMe SSD, but also all the other microprocessors and chips inside, so this whole thing will stay cool while doing data transfers, video output, charging your devices. Very cool design. Right next to that, we have a USB out, then an HDMI 4K at 144 Hz port, a USB 3.0 Type A right here, and a USB Type 3 10 gigabits per second port with power delivery up to 100 watts. On the other side, we have a vent outlet, a MicroSD slot, and a full SD card slot. Finally, we can check out the SSD tray. This gets opened with a single flathead screw on the side right here. And once that is removed, we can simply lift this up, which reveals slots for all common sizes of M.2 SSDs. Right now it's configured for a 2280 drive, which is exactly what I'm going to put in here. And it's nice that we can still use the same flathead screwdriver to remove the retaining screw. And installing it is as simple as taking the SSD, putting it in at an angle, attaching the carrier screw, and then lowering it and tightening the screw down. That's it. Now we just need to install the top cover, which, as we saw previously, allows the airflow to be directed over the SSD. Put back in the little screw and tighten it down. And now with the SSD installed, we can attach the provided cable. We have this recessed area here that is super handy because it's going to host the cable nice and flush with the profile of the device. And if we tuck this end of the cable in to the holder right here, this can also act as a carrying lanyard. One last feature of this, before we actually start using it and doing real-world tests, is the fact that it's compatible with MagSafe. So if you have an iPhone or an Android phone with a case that's compatible with this protocol, it can just magnetically and super securely attach to your phone. And you can just attach the USB Type-C to your phone and use this as the storage for all your videos that you're going to be shooting. Alternatively, if you don't want to use it on your phone, you can buy the MagSafe type rings, stick them on the back of your laptop, for example, and then you can super easily attach this to the back of your laptop and have all the cables and all the ports coming out of that. Very convenient. And what better way to demonstrate the ability of the Disk Pro 2 if not to use it to edit this exact video. So right now I have the SD card from the camera straight connected to the Disk Pro 2. We have a USB-C going to my keyboard, the HDMI out to my 4K monitor, the SSD inside, and it's connected with only one cable to my laptop. So first, what we're gonna do is create a new folder where we're gonna dump all the footage. I'm gonna call it Sharge Disk Pro 2. Then we're gonna copy the footage for this video. And as we can see, is transferring with 170 megabytes per second, which is basically maxing out the transfer speed of the SD card. In the meantime, we can start Premiere Pro. So we copied a 5.5 gigabyte file in less than a minute. Very, very fast. Now we can create our project. We're gonna browse to the SSD. We're gonna call it Sharge Disk Pro 2. So everything is gonna be on the SSD in the Disk Pro 2. Now let's copy the footage into Premiere Pro. Create a new timeline, resize this, rename it as Disk Pro 2 Review. We're gonna do some scrubbing and I'm gonna perform a cut right here. Delete this. This is playing back at full resolution and it's a 4K 60 file. And as you can see, there is no lagging, everything is moving super smooth. There's no buffering. And after I'm gonna do a bit more cutting and scrubbing, for example, I'm gonna grab a thermal camera to show you the temperature of the Disk Pro 2 and the SSD inside. We can also check, and the fan right now is not spinning, so you can just toggle this on to auto, which will automatically turn on the fan when it's needed. Just do a bit more editing, cut this here, cut this at the back, move some clips around, and then this one on top, replace this here, play it back, and again it's instant. I'm gonna go and grab the thermal camera, and if we take a look at the SSD, we can see that the hottest point is 42 degrees, which is perfectly fine for an NVMe SSD. But what happens if we turn on the cooling fan? And as you can see, the temperature is already dropping. So the fan is doing a good job cooling the SSD and helping it not throttle performance. Okay, and for a final test, we're gonna see what kind of speeds we can achieve on the SSD installed in the Disk Pro 2. So I have here a 24 gigabyte file from the internal SSD on the laptop, and I'm gonna copy it straight to the SSD in the Disk Pro 2. And we're getting 570, 580, and climbing. Theoretically, the limiting factor in this transfer should be the 10 gigabits per second USB-C connection, which has the theoretical limit of 1200 megabytes per second or 1.2 gigabytes a second. And we see we're getting right around 600 megabytes. This could be a limitation from Windows or some other stuff. So after this is done, we're gonna do the same thing and copy it from the Disk Pro 2 back into Windows. And honestly, that didn't even take that long. So let me delete this one here. And let's copy it back. And we see instantly we're getting almost 900 megabytes a second, which is closer to what we were expecting. In the meantime, let me load Crystal Disk Mark. So let's select the SSD. We're gonna do 4 gigabyte files 3 times, and let's run all of them. See what kind of results we're gonna get. And here are the results from Crystal Disk Mark. As you can see, as always, read speeds are higher than write speeds, but not by much. And they're both getting very close to the threshold of the 10 gigabit per second USB-C connection. Also, random speeds are pretty decent. Again, this is way more than you'll ever need for an external drive or hub. And this will not pose any issues for you editing off of this SSD. So, as you saw, using the Disk Pro 2 from Sharge for an actual editing workflow, it performed flawlessly, and this is only one of the scenarios in which this would be really helpful, integrating into a very small package everything you would need to expand your workflow. Again, read from SD cards, store on the integrated SSD, have video output, charge your phone, connect peripherals, while keeping everything cool with the integrated fan. This is a very good idea. I don't know why nobody did it before. And the fact that it can magnetically attach to MagSafe devices makes it even more versatile. So if you're looking for something to declutter your desk, make your workflow more streamlined, and just help you in day-to-day, this is a very, very good buy. If you want to learn more about it, there are going to be links down in the video description. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Why not subscribe to the channel for more tech videos like this one, and I'll see you next time.